The Trail of Tears refers to the forced relocation of thousands of Native Americans during the 1830s, primarily from the southeastern United States to territories west of the Mississippi River. This tragic event, most notably affecting the Cherokee Nation, was the result of policies initiated by the U.S. government to remove Native Americans from their ancestral lands to make way for European settlers. Below are the key aspects of this significant historical event. The Indian Removal Act of 1830, signed by President Andrew Jackson, was the key legal framework that led to the Trail of Tears. The act aimed to clear Native American lands for white settlers, particularly in the southeastern states where cotton farming was booming. Jackson and many other U.S. politicians believed that Native Americans could not coexist with white settlers and advocated for their relocation westward to what was deemed Indian Territory, modern-day Oklahoma. Many Native American tribes, including the Cherokee, Creek, Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Seminole, were targeted by this policy. Collectively, they were referred to as the Five Civilized Tribes due to their efforts to adopt European customs and live peacefully alongside settlers. The Cherokee Nation fought against removal through legal means, culminating in the U.S. Supreme Court case Worcester v. Georgia, 1832. The court ruled that the Cherokee Nation was a distinct community and that the laws of Georgia had no authority over them. Despite this ruling, President Jackson ignored the decision, famously saying, **** John Marshall has made his decision. Now let him enforce it. ***, this refusal to honor the court's decision led to the continued push for removal. The U.S. government signed treaties with some Native American leaders, often under duress or through manipulation, to cede their lands. The Treaty of New Echota, 1835, signed by a small group of Cherokee leaders without the full consent of the Cherokee people, ceded all Cherokee land east of the Mississippi in exchange for compensation and land in the west. Beginning in 1838, the U.S. military, under General Winfield Scott, began forcibly removing the Cherokee from their homes. Many were held in internment camps before the long journey west began. The Cherokee, along with other tribes, were forced to travel nearly 1,000 miles on foot, often in harsh conditions with insufficient supplies. This journey took place over several routes, primarily from Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, and North Carolina, and led to what became known as the Trail of Tears. The relocation occurred primarily during the winter months, adding to the suffering of the displaced people. They faced extreme weather, illness, such as dysentery, typhus, and cholera, and starvation. It is estimated that 4,000 to 5,000 Cherokee, out of the approximately 16,000 forced to relocate, died during the journey due to these conditions. Other tribes experienced similarly devastating losses. The survivors eventually arrived in what is now Oklahoma, but they had lost their homes, cultural landmarks, and many loved ones. The Trail of Tears left a profound scar on Native American history. The tribes who survived the relocation faced challenges adapting to new lands, rebuilding their communities, and dealing with the continued expansion of white settlers. This event is remembered as a violation of Native American rights and a tragic chapter in U.S. history, symbolizing the broader pattern of Native American dispossession and suffering throughout the 19th century. In modern times, the Trail of Tears is commemorated as a significant part of Native American and American history. The Trail of Tears National Historic Trail marks the routes taken by the tribes, and the event is a reminder of the importance of recognizing indigenous rights and history. The Trail of Tears was a devastating consequence of U.S. expansionist policies and has become emblematic of the suffering endured by Native Americans during the westward expansion of the United States. It underscores the deep impact of forced displacement and the tragic consequences of ignoring Native sovereignty.